Hi everyone, I am Kimberly Sabaliana. Today, as I head to SNR for some grocery shopping, I will also share tips on how to write Chapter 2 of a research proposal, which is the review of related literature. Just like shopping, research requires checking what's already out there, organizing what you need, and making sure everything is reliable. Chapter 2 is very important because it gives background for your study, shows what's already been done, and highlights the gaps your research will try to fill. Chapter 2 has 4 parts: review of related literature, sources of information, related literature, and APA 7th edition. So come with me and let's learn while we shop. So first, we have review of related literature that check what's already studied. So it means summarizing and analyzing studies that are connected to your topic. It's about seeing what's already known, what's been studied, and where the gaps are. So every time I shop, I first look around to see what products are available, what brands are new, or what's on sale. I do not just pick randomly, so in research, the review of related literature works the same way. So for example, if I want to study teachers' self-efficacy, I will check what past studies says about it. And then I will find what is missing. So it's like scanning the shelves before deciding what to put in your cart. Next, we have sources of information. It is reliable and credible. So it means it is where you get your knowledge, like books, journals, credible websites, and trusted references. As a mom, I do not just buy any product. I check the brand, the label, and the expiration date. I only choose what's safe and reliable for my family. Like in research, it is the same way. We need a trusted sources like books, journals, and peer-reviewed articles are like reputable brands, but random blogs or unverified websites are like expired goods that is risky and unreliable. So your chapter 2 becomes strong when your sources are credible, current, and connected to your study. Next, we have related literature that organized by themes. So it means grouping and organizing the studies you've gathered into themes or categories. So at the cashier, I notice how groceries get grouped, like snacks together, frozen goods together, toiletries in another bag. So it makes things easier to organize later. So related literature works the same way. Once you've gathered sources, you don't just list them randomly. You organize them. Maybe studies on motivation in one group, classroom management in another group, or professional group in another. So organizing your RRL makes it clearer, just like sorting groceries into bags. And last, we have APA 7th edition. It is your research receipt. So it means the writing style and citation rules we follow in research. It tells us how to cite sources in text and how to list them in the reference section. After paying, I always keep the receipt and it shows what I bought, how much, and when. In research, APA works the same way. It's your proof of where your information came from. Without APA, it's like having groceries but no receipt, so no evidence. For example, if I use a definition from a book, I must cite the author and year in APA. And at the end, list all references clearly. So APA is your research receipt. It proves your study is honest and credible. And just like enjoying a snack, after grocery shopping feels rewarding. Properly using APA makes your research complete and satisfying. And finally, Chapter 2 is complete. So, what can grocery teach us about Chapter 2? So, review related literature, or RRL, is like scanning the shelves. It means see what's already there. Next, sources of information are like labels. So, choose what's reliable. And next, related literature is like groceries. So, it organized and clear. And last, APA 7th edition is your receipt, which is your proof of source. So the importance of Chapter 2 is that it builds the foundation of your research. It connects your study to existing knowledge, avoids duplication, and shows your work has value. As moms, we multitask every day. Shopping and caring for our family are not so different from research. We check, compare, organize, and record. That's how we build strong foundation both at home and in our studies. And thank you for joining me in Chapter 2, which is the review of Related Literature Mom Life Edition. So see you in Chapter 3. Bye-bye!